Happy Juneteenth, everybody. And for all the educators out there, we made it to summer. We made it to summer. Congratulations. My name's Gavin Schiffres, and I proudly lead Kairos Academies, which is St. Louis, Missouri's first personalized learning public charter school network. A lot has changed in public education in our country since the advent of charter schools. But fundamentally, we're still trying to educate kids for the 21st century using a 19th century school model. And the problem is that the world has changed. In the next 15 years, automation will replace over 80% of jobs that earn less than $20 per hour. And as those jobs disappear, our 8th graders in St. Louis, only 9% of whom can do math at grade level, are going to find themselves unemployed. To succeed in the economy of their lifetime, our kids need to start learning in schools that look less like the industrial era of yesterday and more like the information age of tomorrow. Kairos, the name of my network, is an ancient Greek word for the opportune moment. We chose it because at Kairos we believe that right now is the opportune moment to rethink public education from the ground up. Instead of rote lectures, our students learn through engaging hands-on projects. And instead of controlling behavior managers, we give kids one-on-one executive function coaches who help them learn how to learn on their own, how to manage their own schedules and work independently. At Kairos, students practice navigating real-world choices in an open schedule and flexible environment. Choices like when, where, how, and with whom to complete their schoolwork. Our goal is not just to develop the free thinkers who are ready to thrive in a modern economy, but actually self-governing citizens who are ready to lead themselves and their communities in tomorrow's society. And the beauty of charter schools is that autonomy isn't just limited to classrooms. We can push boundaries in operations, in HR, in scheduling, everything. And as a school leader, for all the ops people out there, all the HR, all the talent management, you make the school work. You don't get enough credit. At Kairos, for example, we try to educate kids year-round. So that means instead of these 12-week summer breaks, which used to make sense when kids were needed to help harvest the crops with their parents over the summer, we go year-round in these 2-month cycles. So our students study really hard for 5 weeks, and then they take a 2-week break to recharge. And during those 2 weeks, our faculty use the time for professional development. So every 7 weeks, our faculty get 2 weeks to devise personalized growth plans for kids, to analyze student data, and to improve the resources for the following cycle. Kairos is actually in a summer cycle right now. And it means that nobody burns out at the end of a marathon 14-week semester. It allows us to constantly improve the learning experience for our students based on their needs in real time, not after the fact. Charter schools like Kairos are also able to cultivate diverse by design communities, which we believe are required to prepare students for an increasingly globalized world. Kairos, like our peer schools in the Diverse Charter Schools Coalition, work hard to maintain an intentionally integrated school. Through restorative justice practices, we're one of the only places in St. Louis where kids can learn to work and play across racial and socioeconomic lines of difference. Kairos has been spotlighted locally and nationally as a promising school model that weathered the pandemic by focusing on student self-direction and executive functioning. And despite the challenges of remote learning, our kids continue to grow at 2 to 3 times the national average, and we ranked in the top 10% for parent satisfaction nationwide. Thank you. But none of that innovation would have been possible, and this is why we're all here, without the freedom and independence afforded by the charter school market. Charter schools give low-income parents the same kind of power of the purse that wealthy parents in our country have always had. The paradigm removes the barriers between educators like us who want to try new student-centered ideas and charter school parents who want to go and try out something that they believe is cutting edge for their child. That paradigm and charter schools like Kairos wouldn't be possible without the tireless organizations that support and structure the ecosystem. Groups like the National Alliance for Public Charter Schools. Yeah, thank you guys. Like the Charter School Growth Fund, like New Schools Venture Fund, like the Opportunity Trust in St. Louis, like the Center for Education Reform, and many, many others who make the work in classrooms possible. I am proud to be working in a charter school system that directly aligns my interests to those of our parents and our students. And while I believe in Kairos, I also believe that we haven't figured everything out. And there may be other better ways out there to serve students. And if there are, I hope that those schools open up right next to mine and enroll our kids. Because, yeah. Because above all, and this is something, if anyone in this room believes this, above all, we believe that every kid deserves a world-class education that unlocks a life of opportunity and choice for their future.